Hello, it's Gavin Gaming here, and in this video I'll be showing you some of the best hidden base locations in Crystal Isles. So let's get into the video. So the first two hidden base locations I'll be showing you are right beside each other. The coordinates are 44.9, 76.6. Here's where we are on the map here. Now I'll show you the left one first. You have to crouch in, and then you have to turn around, and then it opens up into this nice little area. Now, one thing to keep in mind when you build in here is it does take 6 times damage, which I'll just show you. Now I'll show you the way out. You'd probably have to set some ladders or something up here to get out. You can build here an official, but this is the second one. It's right beside. You have to crouch again, come through, but this one requires a chair. You need to set the chair up exactly how I've done it, which will allow you to sit on it, and then you can come through, because you can't actually walk through here, which is really good how it's hidden. And if somebody did find your base, it'd be really hard to raid it, because how would they get through there? And you just set some turrets up. There's not as much room as the last one, but you could take both of them if you really wanted. But that's it for the first two base locations. So the third hidden base location I'll be showing you is located at 43.2, 76.6. Here's where we are on the map. This is what the surrounding area looks like. Now you're looking for a hole, just like this, and then you want to go up in it and go right, and it'll take you along this path, and then it'll open up into this decent sized room. It's pretty hidden. I'm not sure if it takes 6 times damage, which I'll check now. You can build here an official. So it does take 6 times damage, so keep that in mind. I'm not sure if you can get a cliff platform in here, but I don't really see why you would want one in here, to be honest anyway. That's pretty much it for this base location. So the fourth hidden base location is located at 45.5, 75. Here's where we are on the map. It's just under the floating islands. If you come in, there's 2 entrances. There's this small one here, there's that one, and there's also one in the back, but it's like really small. This is also a really good base spot, as well as it's quite hidden. But there's a hole, a tiny hole here, that you also need to defend if you take this spot. If you cover that hole, I don't think you can walk through it. I couldn't walk through it there. And then if you just cover the front here, it's really hidden, and it's also pretty easy to defend. You can build here an official. Now just check to see if it takes 6 times damage. So again, it does take 6 times damage, so keep that in mind. I'm not sure if you can place cliff platforms. Again, I don't know why you'd want to build them in here, but it looks like you can't. That's pretty much it for this base spot. So the fifth hidden base location I'll be showing you guys is located at 42.5, 75.9. Here we are on the map. It's at the floating islands again. This is the surrounding area. Help you find it. Now this is the first entrance, and there's an entrance at the back here. Now, the only thing about this spot is it's under the map, so build at your own risk here, as you could get banned. You can build in here an official, as I'll just show you. And it's really big, this under the map spot, and there's plenty of spots you could hide in. Again, you could get band building in here. You can put cliff platforms around. I would check to see if it takes 6 times damage. I reckon it wouldn't, but you never know. So it actually does take 6 times damage, so keep that in mind. There's plenty of spots here you could explore and build in. That's pretty much it for this base spot. So the next hidden base spot is again in the floating islands. Coordinates, this one's 48.2, 78.6. Here's where we are on the map. This is the surrounding area. You just want to head to here and go under the water. And it's actually fake water here, and you can set up a little base. I'll check to see if it takes 6 times damage. You can build to your unofficial as well. So it does take 6 times damage, so keep that in mind. But that's pretty much it for this base spot. So for this next hidden base spot, again it's in the floating islands biome. The coordinates are 47.9, 76.4. Here's where we are on the map. This is what the surrounding area looks like. Now it's behind this waterfall. There's not as much space as the last spots, but you can build to your unofficial. I'll just check to see if it takes 6 times damage. So it does take 6 times damage, so keep that in mind. But it's a good little hidden base spot. So for the next hidden base spot, it's located at 51.1, 81.6. Here's where we are on the map, still in the floating islands biome. This is what the surrounding area looks like. If you just come through here, it's a nice flat hidden base spot. There's a bit more room in this one, but it's also not as hidden as the last ones I've shown you. You can put cliff platforms up here. I just checked to see if it takes 6 times damage. You can also build to your unofficial. So it does take 6 times damage. It seems like every floating island base spot takes 6 times damage. So for this next hidden base spot, it's located at 41.4, 70.7. Here's where we are on the map. Still in the floating island biome. This is the surrounding area. Near a pink tree. And if you just come through here, now there'll be more metal than I've got here, and that's because I've mined most of it. If you come through here, it opens up. This will be spammed with metal, so you have to mine it. And there's a little hole, and you can just live up in this ledge here. It's a decent hidden base spot. Or just check to see if it takes 6 times damage. You can also build to your unofficial. So it does take 6 times damage. You could maybe build cliff platforms here, which you can, but that will also take away the fact that it's hidden because a cliff platform sticks out. But that's pretty much it for this base spot. So for this next hidden base spot, we're located at 77.2, 40.8. We're in the desert biome. That's where we are on the map. Fly up and show you the surrounding area. And as you can see, there's like a gap in here. And you could have a nice hidden base spot in here. You can build to your unofficial. And again, I'll just check to see if it takes 6 times damage. so it does take 6 times damage. So the next base location is located at 56.4, 58.3. Here's where we are on the map. I'll just fly up and show you the surrounding area. Near the red obelisk, as you can see. Now if you just come down here, there's this little hole, and you can build to an official. However, I don't recommend building here because there's like a teleport thing. As you can see, I get teleported there. And it'll actually teleport you. So, unless you want to get teleported, don't build in this base spot, but it is pretty hidden. You can build an official, and I just checked to see if it takes 6 times damage. So this spot doesn't take 6 times damage. So for this next hidden base spot, it's located at 57.6, 36. Here's where we are on the map. This is the surrounding area. And basically it's just up here. There's this little hidden spot. Now you can't build here an official, as you can see. And because I can't place anything here, I'm unsure if it takes 6 times damage or not. But that's pretty much it for this base spot. So for this next hidden base spot is located at 36.6, 50.9. Here's where we are on the map. This is the surrounding area. And basically it's behind this crystal here. You can build here an official. You just drop down. There's this little area here. I've just checked to see if it takes 6 times damage. So it does take 6 times damage, so keep that in mind when you're building here. So for this next hidden base spot, it's located at 34.9, 49.2. Here's where we are on the map. Here's the surrounding area. It's just in this little hole here. You come down, then it opens up into this little spot here. You can build in here an official. I just checked to see if it takes 6 times damage. I reckon it will though. So it does take 6 times damage. It doesn't look like you can actually put cliff platforms in here. I didn't think it would let you there. But you can put cliff platforms here if you wanted to use cliff platforms. That's pretty much it for this hidden base spot. So for this next hidden base spot, it's located at 34.2, 51.5. Here's where we are on the map. Just show you the surrounding area. It's in this hole up here. Now there is 2 entrances. You can come down here. Opens up into this nice little spot. Doesn't. Okay, so you can actually place cliff platforms in here as well if you wanted to. Now the other entrance is here. You can build here an official, and I just checked to see if it takes 6 times damage. It probably will though. So it does take 6 times damage. So for this last base location I'll be showing you is located at 20.6, 71.9. Here we are on the map. This is the surrounding area. It's just in here. Now you can't build on here in official, except for like a cliff platform here where I got it. However, if you play it unofficial, you'll be able to build down here, and you can put foundations all along here. It's nice and flat as well. There's a good amount of space. There's also a bit down here, which is really nice. Now, I'm not sure if it takes 6 times damage because I can't actually build in here. But that's pretty much it for this base spot. I hope you found this hidden base location video helpful, and if you did, please like and subscribe, and if you have any questions just comment them below and I'll do my best to reply to them, and I'll see you in the next video.